You're listening to the Telltale channel. Don't forget to check me out on all social media: Patreon, Twitter, Teespring, and Etsy. All links can be found in the description or on my website, telltaleatheist.com.
Hi, Owen. This is Frank in Charlotte, North Carolina. After I watched the video about Tony Morris talking about college, it got me thinking, do you think that the people on the guys on the governing body, they know that it's all fake? It just, everything they do to keep people in just makes me think that they know that it's all a sham. Thanks.
Does the governing body know that it's fake? Do the Jehovah's Witnesses leadership, does the Mormon leadership know they're full of it? Or did they buy into their own propaganda? Does Teal Swan know she's full of it? Do the leaders of Spirit Science, Jordan whatever, Duke Nix or something, does he know that he's full of it? Or does he know that he's just making all this up on the spot and he's just using it to get more money? It's really an impossible question to answer without being in someone else's head. And in the end, it doesn't matter too much because the effect is the same. The things that they're doing are harmful to society, objectively harmful to society. We know that this stuff is made up. For example, with Teal Swan, these vibration things that she's got going on. She's got these meditations that if you listen to them, then your soul's vibration will change to align with money. So if you listen to them, then you'll make money. Or money will be attracted to you, or whatever other nonsense. We know that's just false. There is no soul. There is no vibration of the soul, at the very least. And the things that Teal Swan, that the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses, that Mormonism leadership, the things that they encourage people to do are bad for them. I talked about this on The Line with Mr. Atheist recently. It doesn't matter too much if what comes out the other side of cult indoctrination is good or bad, really. I think that we should discourage cult indoctrination, period. So there are some cults and cult-like mindsets that produce helpful and useful results in people. So I've known drug addicts who joined Jehovah's Witnesses and over time became productive members of society, honest as they come, hard workers. Does that justify brainwashing somebody? If you have to accomplish that goal, does the means justify the ends? Yes, Jehovah's Witnesses are well known for being honest and trustworthy and hard workers and nice. Does that justify the bad stuff that people did to get them to that point? Like with the military, we need the military. That's just an objective fact. We need it. We need the military in the U.S. If we didn't have a military, like any military at all, to protect us, we would be invaded and killed. Does that justify brainwashing somebody? The answer is no. We need to find ways to reach our goals that are not destructive. To answer the question, does the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses know that what they're doing is BS or what they're preaching is BS? The answer is it doesn't matter if they do. But if you want a real answer to your question, Ray Franz was a governing body member for a long time, and he ended up leaving the religion, and he was asked that question: do you think that the governing body members believe what they're saying? And his answer was basically, there may be the odd person in the religion, in the leadership of the religion, that knows what they're doing is scamming people. But he believed that the vast majority of the leadership in Jehovah's Witnesses were true believers. I mean, when you think about it, in most cases with the governing body members, they were raised in the religion too. Not all of them. Tony Morris was not raised in the religion, from my understanding. But most of them were. The victims become the victimizers in this case. They believe it hook, line, and sinker, I think, in most cases. And I think that's true of Mormonism too, and most religions. as far as Scientology goes, I've talked to ex-Scientologists, lots of them, some of whom were really, really high up in the group. They seem to be of the opinion that the leader of Scientology, David Miscavige, is not a true believer and knows he's scamming people. In cases where it's hard to tell, don't attribute malice to that which could be attributed to stupidity, or whatever the saying is. I think Jehovah's Witnesses, for the most part, believe their own propaganda. I think David Miscavige of Scientology is an evil piece of shit and knows what he's doing. So, there's your answer.